Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Universe 7, a Dragon Ball podcast. I'm Mason.
And I'm Nick, and today we're going to be covering episode 56
I would like to say it.
of Dragon Ball Super.
56.
I said 56.
I thought you said 36.
So I'm looking at 56 right now, so I know I said
Five and 6 together.
Yeah.
Okay.
This episode is called Rematch with Goku Black.
Correct.
Super Saiyan Rose appears.
What do you think about Super Saiyan Rose?
Oh, before we get into that,
Are we just going to jump into it?
yeah, we're going to jump right into it. No, we got a lot to talk about this week, actually. I mean, we got a ton. We're not going to talk about the sub here, but
In the next episode, next week, we'll talk about episode 131.
yeah, we're going to hold off on doing episode 131 until
Because,
next week.
you know, we want more content for all the people that love it. So we're going to wait a whole week to cover it. Let it digest.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, we're not doing
No.
that. It'll be up right after this.
Yeah, it should be up by the time you guys see this. So I'm
Hopefully.
posting them.
You know that one's going to be listened to first.
Oh, for sure.
Because I don't even think about...
This is a pretty iconic episode for Super, though. This is another one.
This one's very good. I actually, you know what? I liked the accent on this one. It got a lot better this episode than it's been prior.
Well, the accent wasn't as
Prominent.
thick as it was in Xenoverse or Fighters,
Yeah.
and he's been kind of
Adjusting.
not adjusting. He's been, yeah, I guess so. He's been
He would have to.
slipping into it.
Yeah.
The last 3 or 4 times we've seen him, so it's not just like
It's a gradual thing. It's not like, whoa.
transform.
It's
I'm
not like,
now
whoa,
British.
now I have a British accent. What the hell just happened? You know?
It's more of a
gradual thing.
Yeah.
Him as a character growing.
I love Goku Black. He's so freaking
He's the best villain.
He's so sinister.
The best villain.
Mm-hmm.
Sinister, we said a lot. Looking back, I hate how much we said Sinister when we were first covering this arc.
Really?
Yeah. Or when we first started...
I was going to say we never covered
Yeah, sorry.
this
When
arc.
we first started covering Dragon Ball in general, we said Sinister a lot with Beerus. Sorry, when we first started. Yeah, Beerus gave this really sinister look.
Oh.
It was misery. I didn't like any
we
part
didn't
of it.
know what we were doing. We still don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, but we don't say
we're better at-
sinister all the time.
We're better at faking it now.
Faking liking the series
Yes.
because we hate it. We actually started this as a joke, and we kind
It's
of
a
got...
giant April Fool's joke gone wrong.
It's a big farce
Yeah.
for over a year.
How is your week?
My week was pretty great. We had a great day up in Madison yesterday.
Says you. I wanted to go to the arcade.
Sorry, man. I had a good time playing Switch, actually.
I did too.
Man, okay. So this game, Hard Boiled, right? Is that the name?
Not even close. Overcooked.
Soft Boiled. Soft Boiled.
Overcooked.
Soft Boiled is an excellent game that you run a kitchen, and I worked in the kitchen. I was really good in real life, but I realized very quickly that I'm not good in video
Virtual
game life.
You know how, did you notice how as soon as I joined, we said high score?
Yeah, because you called shit out.
Yeah.
And I can do things in real life with things in front of me. I'm not going to look at the top of the screen to see what
Who cares
orders
about
there
seeing
are.
what people are ordering?
No, I
I'm
just
just gonna
want
make
to.
shit.
I'm going to cut a shitload of vegetables, and I'm going to say, take what you need. And then they'll be like, oh, there's dirty dishes. I'll be like, oh, I volunteered to do that, but I'm probably not going to end up doing it.
We played a pretty heated game of 1-2 Switch too. That was fun.
Yeah, we won.
It really did heat up when we played Overcooked, but by the time we got done playing the team version of 1-2 Switch,
That was
we were
good.
yelling at the TV.
I'm really excited that we know that's a thing now.
Yeah.
That it's like a board game.
Oh, and it's a lot more portable than I thought. I actually took the dock with me to Julie's parents today,
Oh, did you?
and
Did you guys play?
we played Mario Kart with the kids.
Dope.
But now that I know it's super easy for me to take the dock up and down, we can bring that anywhere now and play 1-2 Switch at parties and stuff like that.
Yeah, the dock's dumb easy. All you have to do is take an HDMI cable and the charger.
My entertainment center though is a mess. Is of cables at least.
If I need to charge my Switch, I just take it out of the dock. The dock is the same charging port as the Switch.
Yeah, just the USB-C, but it has a HDMI pass through that sends it over to the TV.
Yeah, I'm just saying if I'm portable, I don't need to buy a separate charger because I just take that out of the wall.
Oh, you just take the dock with you if you need to charge it somewhere?
No, the thing that plugs into the dock.
Oh, I got you.
It charges the actual thing if you just plug
that's
it
just
in.
a USB-C cable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I do that. That's way easier than buying another one.
I'm still going to get a portable one. They sell one on Amazon. It's just a cable and a little tiny block about yay big, really like the size of our mics, for like $30.
Interesting.
So a couple people that I play with in Rebel have a couple of them, and they're
What's
really
Rebel?
good. It is a gaming community for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation and Nintendo players.
And guess what? Our sponsor this week is Rebel Gaming. They're not paying us, and they do video games.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
If you want to join, don't bother.
Go to reddit.com/r/REBL.
And they might accept you. They might say you're a nerd and you need to get the hell out.
No, we have an anime section in there.
Oh, is that for real?
Yeah, for real.
I could join that.
There's actually, you would really like.
I'd be really into that
You
because
should.
I did Nick added me to the gaming part, and Nick knows I'm not good at keeping up with communities on gaming, but I would for sure be into that. Even though I don't have an anime corner this week. Just kidding. I have one, but it's a little unorthodox.
No, you don't. I have my corner this week.
Your podcast corner?
Yeah.
You actually have one.
I do.
I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah.
This is going way off course really
It's going
fast.
super. I just started talking about like Amazon and Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch portable docks.
That's probably my fault. I started rambling really quickly.
Okay, so yeah, we had a good time this weekend. Hung out in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yes, Nick had a terrible time at the restaurant we went to.
I did because our waiter sucked.
That waiter was trash.
And yeah, no, I mean, thinking back on it, I'm gonna go off track one more time here.
Sure.
I wish we would have gone to that Mexican place.
I wish we would have gone to the Thai place.
I didn't want to wait an hour for my food.
It would have been 2 hours, and I would have gladly waited because I really wasn't that hungry in the first
And
place.
Tyler, Harley, and Julie were starving though.
Yeah.
So
But it's all about me, and we all know that.
that's what this podcast
By
is. Just
now
a
we know
vanity
that.
project for Mason.
Yeah.
Let's be real, it's a vanity project for me.
both of us, to be honest.
Anyway, this is going.
Sorry,
way
I was
off.
taking a drink.
This is
and
going
then
way off course.
That silence got me for a minute.
Did you bring my hot sauce?
Your hot sauce? Oh, fuck. I did not bring the hot sauce. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I completely forgot.
That's all right.
I'll ship it to you.
Should we get into news?
I'll just ship it to you.
Okay.
You live like a block away from me in terms of shipping.
Yeah. You'd have to bring it to me to ship anyway. So.
Yeah, and then you can ship it to your house.
From myself.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the news. We actually have a lot of news this week and some really important stuff.
Hit me
that
with it.
Dropped. So, the first teaser trailer for the Dragon Ball movie
It was
officially confirmed as the Dragon Ball Super movie.
Nick hated it. Nick hated the animation in it.
I don't hate it. Anyway, the first
Sorry.
teaser trailer for the Dragon Ball Super movie dropped. The link for that is in the show notes. If you for some reason haven't seen it, I've plastered it all over our Discord. It's on our Facebook page. It's on our Twitter. So if for some reason you haven't seen it, it means you aren't following us on social media.
Which is
Shame
fine.
on you.
Which is fine. Just kidding. This is a vanity project, and if you don't follow us, then we fucking hate you.
I wouldn't go that far, but
Sorry, that's
close,
a lie. We don't hate
close
you.
as you could possibly be to that.
Except not actual hate.
Except not
because
actually hate. We really appreciate you guys listening.
I've never been that passionate about anything, so I definitely haven't hated anything. So there you go.
Yeah, the trailer dropped. It's Goku jumping up and down
I like that.
in the Arctic. It looked like
It looked like they were gonna do Android 13. The
it
movie.
did, didn't it?
Yes. Or
Um,
the world's strongest.
And he's facing off against Shrouded Saiyan.
Mhm.
You, it's confirmed that it is a Saiyan. Not confirmed. You can tell
It's a
that
goddamn
it's a Saiyan,
all
and
right?
he's wearing some sort of animal pelt
And-
his Saiyan armor.
yeah,
And he's got a green aura, which
but he's hairy.
no, that was the animal pelt.
Oh, was it the pelt?
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on with that.
I know because I'm
They confused the shit out of me.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
like,
gonna
is
be
he an actual
completely-
monkey?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, the first time I saw it, I'm like, he's fighting like a beast. Like that seems like we're going backwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just want to see.
But
two
everybody
Super
on Twitter
Saiyan-
kept
I want to
saying,
see 2 Super Saiyan gods that aren't Vegeta and Goku fight.
yeah. Everybody on Twitter kept saying, "Oh, Saiyan versus Saiyan, this is sick." And I kept thinking, where the hell are you seeing that? Because all I
It's a
see is
goddamn
like,
monkey.
yeah. But I paused it on a specific frame.
The face,
No, it was
the hand.
leg.
The leg.
You can see, I think, almost like Raditz armor. Not quite, but it's definitely Saiyan armor.
I can see
and
the
then
armor.
it's like animal fur.
Yeah, but
then you also see skin.
Yeah, but
like
monkeys have skin.
human skin.
Monkeys have human skin.
And then I also paused it when their fists clashed.
Yes.
And it looks like two human hands.
Yeah, but like I don't want it to be some weird like
Deformed Saiyan.
yeah, like some actual Saiyan that like banged a monkey. You know, like this is what we have.
I mean, how do you think Saiyans were created in the first place?
Werewolves.
Monkey tails, man.
Werewolves.
A lot of people are thinking that the villain is going to be Yamoshi,
But
who
it's
was
not.
the original Super Saiyan God.
Nick has a theory. Just kidding. It's Herm's theory.
It's a lot of people's theories.
Yeah,
But
it's originally his
I definitely
theory.
co-opted it from somebody else, though. But
He
some
told me
people
about
are
it,
thinking,
and I agree.
some people are thinking that it's whoever killed Yamoshi, because as far as we know, the original Super Saiyan God
Died.
Yeah. His
100%
power wasn't
died.
Yeah, his power wasn't enough. It ran out and he was killed.
Correct.
So it could be whoever killed him. And obviously Super Saiyan God's extremely powerful, so whoever killed him had to be crazy powerful.
Yes.
So that teaser trailer
Beerus.
is up. The animation is in line with the poster that came out like a week and a half ago.
I like it.
Mason loves it. I'm still not sure how I feel about it.
We had a good discussion. I would like to have this discussion again, actually. I think you made good points. You kind of turned me on it because I like the animation basically because this is what I think Dragon Ball Super should have been throughout the entire series. Because less is more in that case because it's a week-to-week thing.
The animation in this is really
simple.
Not the art is really, it's less is more. It's easier for them to...
It's very flowy, and like you can do a lot with that kind of stuff because you're not forced to draw hard lines at all times.
Right.
And then everything seems choppy if you do that in a very short time constraint with less talented animators.
Right. Which you said you loved.
I do love that.
I brought up with Resurrection F and Battle of Gods in particular,
it looked
the movies,
fucking phenomenal with that kind of style.
They looked great, but they had that, I'm not going to say Yu Takahashi style, but that more detailed character design.
Correct.
And I told Mason, like, I'm okay with this less detailed, more flowy art style to make it easier on the animators if they were doing that for the anime.
But now they're doing it for a movie they have months and months to prepare for.
Yeah.
And
but we know they
doing
can,
it for months.
We know they can do it right with Battle of Gods and Resurrection F with highly detailed art and making it look nice and crisp. I know there were moments in Resurrection F in particular where they actually used 3D models and it kind of looked like garbage. But for the most part...
Battle of Gods was phenomenal. I think Battle of Gods animation was above Resurrection F.
Yeah.
Even though it was 2 years prior.
It was 2 years prior, but there were a lot more... Okay, so here's what I think of. With Resurrection F, it's very dark. All of the scenes are very dark. You had that one scene
that's what the movie is. I mean,
no, I mean like the atmosphere,
Yeah.
like it's dark skies and stuff like that. Whereas Battle of Gods, it's sunny. You get a lot of different locales and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So
but
it's
like the atmosphere of the movie sets the tone for that. So that's how the animation turns out.
Yeah. So I think it turned out better because you had more, I don't know, light. Nah, that sounds so stupid, but
no, it makes perfect sense because that's how. I mean, different colors and background bring out different shadings, so like 100% that makes sense.
Yeah. But anyway, basically what we came to an agreement on was not that anybody's going to listen to it.
No, right? Who gives a shit, right?
That I feel like for a movie you should go with that more linear, detail-oriented art.
Because it's high quality. Like it's almost like they're only adhering to Japan.
Yeah, because I mean they've been working on that trailer
for months before this. Yeah,
for a year, I think.
Yeah, that
because Anime AJ tweeted
that jumping up and down, right?
That was being storyboarded, I think, a year ago.
Yeah.
So they've had that much time. So it means obviously they're super far into it now. But
that should have been the goddamn animation for the entire series.
It should have.
Because
then we should have gotten
it would have been consistent, and then the people that aren't the animation supervisors would actually have something pretty simple to draw.
Yep. And then you could get like episode 114.
Yeah.
We're not going to go into any spoilers about those episodes, but like the art for episode 114 in the Japanese run is just incredible. Yeah. That's the one I always go back to and watch, and I'm just blown away. This one was good. It was still better in 114 though. I don't think any episode tops the art style. The animation may have been crisper, but the art style in 114 is the best of the series in my opinion.
All right, I'm not giving away any spoilers, but the
finale,
the drool.
Yeah, we're gonna get into spoilers real quick if we talk about that. So let's not.
You're right. We'll come back to it next time.
But anyway,
Dragon Ball Super.
About the movie, one last thing. There are conflicting reports that it's going to get a simultaneous worldwide release.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I'm thinking it's going to be subbed.
Right.
So they'll just air it in America subbed.
Just because the whole country's
been watching it.
Yeah, I'm saying the whole Crunchyroll phenomenon in general, like the simulcast, like with the actual. I guess that makes sense.
Well, there's been two different.
I guarantee that Sean Schemmel and all these guys are not working on that movie currently. There's no way they have time for it.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
but Funimation has the rights to it apparently already. But they also have the rights to the subtitled run of Super that's running, that just finished yesterday. So,
right.
But they're saying that it's going to be a simultaneous worldwide release. But then I've also seen reports elsewhere that are saying that it's going to release in December and then they're going to try and get it out to the rest of the world as soon as possible.
So, I mean, it won't be a full year before you get it.
No, it's not going to be like One Piece movie, not Gold X or something like that. I don't remember, but it was
shit, right?
It was in Japanese in 2014, and I think in 2016 it came out dubbed.
Yeah, but even
full year wait.
Even these Dragon Ball movies are a whole year wait a lot of the time.
It's not that bad.
That's what I'm saying. But like, it's not even going to be a whole year wait.
No, it'll be.
I can't
good.
imagine.
Yeah. So, if you want to watch the teaser trailer and you haven't seen it yet, check the show notes or just scroll back through any of our social feeds and find it there. And let us know what you guys think about it in Facebook, Twitter, or on our Discord server. You can find that link in the show notes.
Yep.
Next piece of news: there is a new Dragon Ball game coming out on.
It's Dragon Ball Fighters
on your phones, and it is called Dragon Ball Legends. And what it is, it's a. Here, I'm just gonna read it straight from GameSpot here.
Oh my god.
It says that Legends features a...
What was that sound?
It was an ad. It features a combination of 3D fighting and card game systems, and it offers PvP. So you can play against other players around the world in real time.
I thought you said PCP.
PCP.
Yeah. Which means tripping balls after smoking.
But it looks good. It's a Bandai game, so there's something there.
Bandai did Budokai, correct?
They're like doing all of this stuff. They were involved in fighters and
Bandai did Street Fighter, correct?
Not a clue. I honestly have no clue.
I'm just messing with you.
But
Sorry.
It says the game controls have been customized for mobile, so rather than the lengthy, complex combinations you see in console fighting games, Legends sees you tapping various cards at the bottom of the screen to execute attacks and string together combos.
Okay.
So it could be interesting.
Yeah.
It just gives you an example here. It says tapping a yellow card will trigger a ranged attack, while red will activate a melee attack, and blue is a special move.
If people love mobile games, you'll love this.
Yeah, I mean, I go back and forth on playing Dokkan.
I don't know what that is. You bring it up a lot, and I refrain from saying anything because I don't have an opinion on it one way or the other. Because I never heard it before. I'm sorry, guys.
It's pretty fun.
What is it?
It's
I could take it. I could do it myself and look it up, but I'm not going to.
I'll show you after we get done.
I'd like to hear you describe it in your own words.
Can't. It's really hard to describe.
I don't know how to describe anything. So
okay, it's Candy Crush. It's Candy Crush meets board games with Dragon Ball.
How about card games? King of games.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes.
It's basically Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Yeah. Legends is out for mobile. Well, it's not out. It's coming out for mobile. It's going to be out by the end of the year. There is a beta that you can sign up for if you're on Android. I've already pre-registered. Hopefully I'll get to play it in a couple weeks here. And yeah, if you want to know anything more about that, check our show notes in the news section. Only other thing that we have to talk about before we get into the feedback and the recap here is Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 34 is out. And we're not going to talk about it because
spoilers.
It's spoilery.
But we don't want to talk about it because in the next one because we have a lot to talk about.
And also, your guys' homework
is to read
Chapter 1 of
Dragon Ball Super, the manga.
Because now that the sub is over,
We need shit to talk about, man.
and what is that shit that we're going to talk about?
Dragon Ball Super manga episode 1.
Chapter 1.
Same thing.
Not really. Not even close. But yeah, read Chapter 1. Send us your feedback about that, and we're going to cover that the same way we cover the dub or the sub.
Anything else.
Yeah. We even got another TV in the studio here so we can have
So I can wear my glasses and still see this because I have terrible eyesight and we're about 4 feet away. And even if there was something on there, I still would not be able to read it.
Yeah, we'll be able to actually flip through the manga as we're talking about it. So that'll be cool.
Now you guys know more about my physical
Handicaps.
ailments. Yes.
But yeah, that's your 3 pieces of news this week. We got the teaser trailer, we have the new game coming to mobile, and Chapter 34 of the manga.
That took a long time and I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's all right. As long as we're done before 10 o'clock, which we won't be.
It's already 9:10.
9:10. But you know what? We're flying.
And we still have 2 episodes to cover.
We're going to be fine. All right,
Sure.
You ready to go ahead and get a feedback here?
I think so.
Okay, so this first one is from Maggie Perry on this. Well, she's in our Discord, and she sent us a nice email.
Hit me with it.
And she's from Italy. Another international listener.
What part of Italy?
Not a clue.
Okay.
Anyway, she says, "Hey, Nick and Mason, I thought it was time to send you some feedback, given that it's the last episode of Universe 7 as we know it." Well, you're not wrong.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Apologies for my English. It's fine so far.
Our English is not great either.
It's true.
If you couldn't tell.
You probably speak better English than we do. For the dub episode, she says, "I thought it was a nice transition episode. I was really surprised those militia guys didn't kill Goku." Really?
Well, they tried.
They did try. They failed.
Yeah. Thanks, Trunks.
Trunks
Goku couldn't have taken care of it on his own.
He had to do this stupid stare into the camera and
He's
he's
basically a Kardashian.
pretty much yeah.
He's a very they paint him as a very vain person. Not vain, but he acts like there's a camera on him at all times. Correct?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's very weird. I don't like it.
Yeah, Trunks sucks.
He's the worst. I'm glad you've come on board.
I have.
I'm pumped.
She says my high would be Vegeta saying he's the star of the show just to be stabbed and thrown to the floor half a second later. Classic
God damn
Vegeta.
it was good.
My low is Trunks leaving his dad face down on the floor for 5 minutes without turning him.
I know his neck was in such an awkward position.
Yeah, she says, "Come on, this guy's eaten enough dirt already."
Yeah, that's good. You're right.
That's really all we even need to do for the recap. I think we're done here.
He ate shit and then kept eating shit.
And thank you, Maggie Perry. We will see you in the Discord.
We appreciate it.
And next is Reggie. He says,
"Hello, Reggie.
Let's head up to Mango Hill and relive episode 56 in this week's feedback battle." So this is
All right.
So this is an iconic episode, the unveiling of Super Saiyan Rose,
Mm-hmm.
and I now realize how out of the blue it was. He says the manga did a much better job at explaining how he got there, and he goes on to explain how he got there.
For sure it does.
But I'm not going to say it because we're going to cover that,
That's true.
and I'll kind of cut this out here, and we'll come back to it when we cover that manga chapter.
Good luck remembering. You better set yourself a reminder for the exact date we're going to do that
Dude,
episode.
I'm doing good. I'm getting us more organized here.
You're doing good. I'm not.
That being said, I enjoyed this episode. I will give it a 9 out of 10. My highs were
damn good. Sorry.
people talking about Vegeta's scary face, and Black's Kamehameha looks awesome. My low, I still hate future Trunks.
Hell yeah. Nick's even on board now, man.
I'm all aboard the Trunks hate train.
You turned him.
Yeah. And yeah, that's all we got for feedback. So do you want to go ahead and talk about this? Oh, should I do our podcast corner?
I think you should do your podcast corner.
All right. I don't have any music for it, so
Why not?
I didn't think about it.
You could also just throw it in later.
No.
Do you want me to sing?
Yeah. Give me a theme song for the podcast corner.
Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb.
I feel like episode 1 of our podcast is better than this one we're currently doing.
Yeah, right. This one's been great. I have no quarrels with this episode.
Okay, yeah. So one thing we've decided to do here is
Nick's gonna give you a podcast to listen to.
Yeah, I'm gonna give
because
you-
he recommends it, and I have no idea what it is. So I'm also gonna get podcasts to listen to.
yeah. So I give podcast recommendations in our Discord constantly, and everybody who has listened to them has
Hates them.
said that they love them. So we figured instead of making Mason do anime corners once every 2 months,
Because I can't, there's only so much goddamn anime I can watch. All right, I like anime a lot, but Jesus, man, I need to watch some real people every now and again because I've been binging Parks and Rec, and it's nice to have human contact with human people that aren't my girlfriend. And even though that's not people that I know in real life, I still can't watch anime for the rest of my life.
well, you're gonna have to keep doing it because the plan is every other
To
week.
do one of each. Yeah.
Yes. So this week I'm gonna do a podcast corner,
Yeah.
and
I'll
next
do
week you'll do an anime
corner.
corner, and then the week
Sick.
after we'll go back to me, and then we'll do you.
Don't do me.
That's weird.
Gross.
It's really weird. But anyway, my podcast recommendation for this week is one we've actually talked about before, and I'm only bringing
That's
it.
lame.
I'm only bringing it back because there's been some huge news about it.
Is it the No Sleep podcast?
No, it's not. I'm gonna recommend the Black Tapes podcast.
Oh, is there going to be?
It's coming back.
The actual
The podcast
The podcast is
coming
I
back.
thought you were going to say there's going to be a show.
Nope.
Which is way better news, honestly,
Yes.
because I didn't want a show.
They dropped out of nowhere.
It had to have been their best podcast. I don't know why they stopped it.
Okay, so I'm just going to read from their website, and we will have the link to this website in the show notes too. I'm just going to read there about the show here.
Sure.
So, the Black Tapes is a podcast from Pacific Northwest Stories and Minnow Beach Whale, and it is hosted by Alex Regan. The Black Tapes is a serialized docudrama, essentially an audio drama,
It's also produced by Nick Silver.
about one journalist's search for truth, her enigmatic subject's mysterious past, and the literal and figurative ghosts that haunt them both. How do you feel about paranormal activity or the supernatural? Ghosts, spirits, demons? Do you believe? You can subscribe to the Black Tapes for free on iTunes or other audio platforms.
That's some of the best reading you've done.
Nah, not even close.
I was being sarcastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was trying to boost your confidence going into it, you know?
This podcast was one of the first ones I've ever
And
listened to.
You know, it's one of mine as well because Nick's always ahead of me in the game of entertainment. I don't know. He always
In
just...
the podcast department, I am.
Yeah, mostly. And I honestly don't listen to podcasts very often, but when I do, Nick does recommend them, and that's the only thing I'm willing to take and actually listen to that Nick recommends, because if he recommends a TV show, I'll listen to it like 10 years later until he's forgot all about
You'll
it.
listen to a TV show?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you do listen to it as well.
It's true.
So fuck you, you know? Trying to patronize me here. Yeah, it's a goddamn great podcast.
It's fantastic. And there are 3 seasons of it. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I listened to it in real time, so there were the breaks between seasons and all that kind of stuff. It went pretty quickly through the first 2 seasons, and then there was a break of over a year before we got season 3.
Yep.
And then they rushed season 3 with 6 episodes, and
it was shit.
they built it up to have a fantastic finale, and
then
it fell completely flat. And then out of nowhere, this last week, they dropped a teaser for another podcast that they're starting.
Are they doing anything with... Is Rabbit still going?
Rabbits is so far as a one-off. We're going to save that for a future anime corner, though.
I don't like
podcast
it, though.
corner.
Yeah, who gives a shit, though? It's
This
bad.
is my podcast corner.
Do you like that?
Yes.
I think it's fine. I don't know. Compared to the other two, it doesn't stack up.
We'll get there.
All right,
We'll
fine.
get there. Maybe we'll do a Pacific Northwest Stories corner.
I could be into that.
But anyway, they dropped a trailer for their new podcast called The Last Movie.
The Last Stab.
And, oh God, not again. And before it, they dropped a hint that the Black Tapes is coming back.
Yes.
And then after it, there was Morse code, which was quickly translated to "It was never over." So
That's bullshit.
the Black Tapes is coming back it is one of my favorite podcasts of all time, if not my favorite podcast of all time.
Yeah.
As far as an audio drama, it is my favorite podcast of all time. So
Tannis, I can't
Sucks.
get into Tannis nearly as much.
it sucks. I pretty much stopped listening to it.
It's
Season
just so
4.
goddamn confusing. Like, I don't need my podcast to be confusing.
Yeah.
I want to fucking listen to it and
Maybe
enjoy it.
we'll talk about that
But
in 2 weeks.
2 weeks from now, we'll talk about all this stuff that I don't like.
So yeah, that is my recommendation for this week, the Black Tapes podcast. You can probably find it if you're using an iPhone. Just go to Apple Podcasts. It might be trending right now just because all the hype of
news,
it
yeah.
coming back. Or any other podcast app, just search for the Black Tapes podcast. I'm telling you, it's one of the best shows on the planet. I've recommended it to anybody who listens to podcasts, and it is just one of my favorites, and I'm hoping it'll be one of yours too. So yeah, that is the first installment of my Anime Corner. By
Nick.
anime, I mean Podcast Corner.
I'm Nick,
I'm Mason.
and we'll see you guys next week for Anime Corner by me, Mason. Hello and welcome back, everybody. We did not have
Sponsor.
because
Why not?
Why Not's our sponsor.
Yeah. Why not? It's my not.
Why Not is a Pokemon.
Actually, you know what? Our sponsor is the Duke Blue Devils.
They lost.
They did.
I thought they were going to win the whole thing.
Grayson Allen missed all of his game-winning shots.
I know.
It was
He
glorious.
sucked, man.
And you know who didn't lose? Loyola.
Loyola, if they win, I'll be so upset because Fultz is so goddamn insufferable when things go his way.
It's Loyola versus Michigan. I'll be happy either way.
You know, I'm an Ohio State fan, and I want Michigan to beat Loyola. That's not great. And we're back.
And we're back.
That's
so,
the first time we've said that. That's pretty interesting.
It's good. We went
40 minutes.
30 minutes before we said, and we're back.
Jesus, man. We're going to have a long night.
There we are. So yeah, this episode is called Rematch with Goku Black. Super Saiyan Rose appears, and this episode starts with Goku, Vegeta, and future Trunks arriving in the alternate timeline after the time machine has been repaired.
Correct.
And shortly after arriving, Goku was attacked by the members of Earth's Resistance. That's where we cut off last week.
Yes.
Really stupid way to cut off, just because, I mean, we've seen Goku.
That's one of the best starts you've had because usually you just say, we pick up where we left off.
Yeah,
You know?
really. It starts out exactly where last week left off, and
Which
blah, blah,
is
blah. Here
always
we
the case every week. So I'm,
Not all the
I'm proud
time.
of you for the little recap.
go. Not all the time,
Almost always.
almost always, but
It's very short, a very small percentage otherwise.
it was a really stupid way to end last week, though, because
Who gives a
nobody.
who gives a shit about this cliffhanger? Because it's not a cliffhanger. You know what's happening. Goku's not going to die from
If-
this shit.
If Farmer with a shotgun can't even beat Raditz,
He had a 5 power level.
yeah.
Five's good. I probably don't even have a 5 power
Probably
level.
I have a -5 power level.
More than likely, you eat too much pizza.
Yeah, I had pizza for dinner today.
I guarantee you did.
Yeah, didn't
I had
buy it,
Chipotle
though.
for lunch. I used to work there. It's the first time I've been there in like 4 months. It was really good.
Gross.
I got it for free.
So yeah, Goku got attacked by Earth's Resistance, and Future Trunk used his Future Trunked.
Trunked?
I'm just gonna call him Future Boy.
Trunks?
How about Special T?
I don't
I
want
haven't
any
brought
of that.
I haven't brought that back in a while.
It's been like 4 episodes, sure.
Nah. Future Trunks uses his sword to cut the missiles fired at Goku.
And he looked so sick doing it. I mean, he thought he looked so sick doing it because he's so goddamn serious all the time.
I feel like he's like a skateboarder that brings some dude who just films all of his crap all the time.
You know what I realized in my life? I'm going to go off trail for a minute like we haven't done at all in this podcast. But what happened to the skating kids growing up? I feel like I know 0 of them now, but I knew a lot of them in high school. And now they cease to exist. I don't know where any of them are at.
Well, that's because skateboards don't exist anymore.
They do.
No, they don't. They're just longboards now.
And ripsticks.
And ripsticks.
Are those still a thing?
Yes.
Okay.
I honestly have no clue. Yeah, he cuts these missiles in half, and it's really stupid.
I hate every part of it. Why is that something
We
that needs to
wasted-
be expressed?
We wasted like 5 good seconds of this episode.
Oh, and then Vegeta's like pumped. He's like, yeah, my son's such a badass. He smiles. Like, usually Vegeta would be like, who gives a shit? You know, he'd be just like, gross. This
Yeah.
is awful.
The soldiers prepare to attack once more, but Future Trunks utters the line of the episode
He
when he
says,
says,
he's not black.
"Don't hold your fire. That man isn't black."
Which means he's a white person. correct?
No, it means he's not Goku Black.
Oh,
is what
shit,
he's
my
saying.
bad. I
But-
thought he was saying, don't fire on that man because he isn't black.
Twitter had a field day with that comment.
What a nightmare. Why
would
you do that?
you localize it like that? Why?
Especially because
With everything going on right now, that's
Toei takes, or not Toei, Funimation takes liberties with their dialogue, by the way. So they didn't have to
But
adhere
it's
to
funny
anything from the sub. So, but they decide to say, this man isn't black. Don't shoot him.
The funny thing is that
Jesus.
last week you just said that they're rolling hard into meme status.
Yeah, for sure.
And they definitely
Went into
the meme hall of fame or shame.
probably shame.
Probably the hall of shame for
Yeah.
this little comment here.
Ugh.
They
gross.
apologized to Goku for mistaking him for
And all of
Goku Black, and also slyly comment on Vegeta's mean face, which pretty I know Reggie liked it, but to me it got beaten to the ground really quickly.
very quickly. The first one was fine,
First one was fine, but they kept bringing it back up.
especially Goku.
Yeah. It's like, that Goku Black has a villainous face, and so do you.
Guess what? You look mean. Oh, who would have guessed?
Yeah.
The guy's a mean guy. Who gives a shit?
As Future... he threw me off there.
Sorry,
Future
my
Trunks
fault.
properly introduces Goku and Vegeta to the soldiers, and the soldiers note that they must be warriors from the past, sent to reinforce them from Goku Black. And Future Trunks is surprised to hear this, because it was only him, Future Mai, and Future Bulma who knew about the time machine in the first place.
It doesn't really register with him at first.
No.
And then he
'cause he's
catches on to the point where, oh, she might not be dead. You know, her body just didn't disintegrate here for no reason at all. But there's a hat.
Yeah, the hat's the only thing. It's like, Mai's hat is made of the same material that Goku's boots and pants are made out of.
Yeah. Do you think this evil Goku gave enough of a shit about this woman to go up to her and just obliterate her while she's on the floor? No, dude didn't care. He thought she was dead. He's not going to go disintegrate her for no reason and then leave her hat there.
I am curious about how she got away, though.
They don't tell us in either of the situations that we get of her almost dying.
Yeah.
So, sorry. If you guys wanted to know, it doesn't come ever.
Yeah, Future Trunks asked him who told him about the plan, because, like we just said, that only him, Mai, and Bulma knew about it, and they replied that Future Mai did.
Right.
From there, they go to the underground subway station, which is right now being used as the Earth's resistance headquarters, while Future Mai is tending to a soldier's injuries. Future Trunks reunites with her and has a little crying fit. Like a literal fit of tears.
And he trips.
Yeah,
Why does he trip?
to humanize him.
I hate it.
Yeah.
And like, why? All right, so they can run at the speed of light. Why is he sprinting like a child? Like,
And not only that,
dude
like,
ran the 40 in like 7 seconds at that speed.
my
He
trips.
just bumbles like a drunk person. Like, what's that guy doing?
Yep.
Also, how bad of a job is Black doing it, just obliterating the population? If
I'd say yeah, I thought about this too.
they should all be dead. He's been doing this for a long time. Why aren't they all dead?
Just blow up the planet if you really want.
But
to
he
do
wants to rebuild the planet with only him.
It. Doesn't make any sense. Well,
I-
not only him. We know that now. At the end of this episode,
We do. But what are they gonna? Who's gonna officiate the wedding?
The Yajirobe. It's gonna be Yajirobe.
The Yajirobe.
The Yajirobe. He took one of those classes online.
He's fatter than the one in the regular timeline. If you didn't notice.
well, they said he only comes out when there's food, so
Oh God,
he's probably
annoying.
hoarding food from everyone. That's why
He's-
those kids are so small.
God, what a dick.
Yeah.
He is very annoying. I hate Yajirobe.
Out of all the people, like I would have been less upset to see Oolong, and I hate Oolong.
I would have been less upset to see Garlic Jr.
What if it was Krillin?
I'd be fine with that.
Gaka.
At least Krillin would have been... No, actually, because Krillin would have probably been a vital part of being a commentator for the entirety of this arc.
Hey, wow, Goku and Vegeta are having a hard time against Black right now.
Crazy, right? Like, no, man, shut up.
Then he looks at the camera and winks. So yeah, they're hanging out in the underground headquarters, and it's just a quick scene there where Vegeta's super proud of how, basically about how Trunks has become a superstar.
Yeah, and then Goku is like,
yo!
He's like, yo, and then this kid like freaks out because he looks like an evil murderer that murdered the entire world and probably their parents.
Those kids suck, though.
Yes, surely.
Like, even when Trunks knelt down,
they were like,
they were mean mugging the hell out of him.
But they probably don't know him.
Everybody knows him, though.
Kind of.
Everybody. There's an old lady who said that she wanted Trunks.
Yeah, because, he's got that sexy blue hair.
Is it blue or purple?
In this, it's blue.
You sure?
I'm almost positive.
I thought it was purple.
I could be wrong.
Anyway, Yajirobe shows up. And
That shows up. He's stuffing his face. And
he's
Goku
stuffing his face with
finds
the
him.
food
Wait,
that...
No, but we'll take it back a bit.
I did take it back. I'm saying he's stuffing his face with the food that Vegeta threw down for everybody.
There it is. All right. Sorry. Vegeta was a nice boy and brought food from Bulma. And he said, don't ever thank me, you ingrates. Right? Yeah. He was very mean to these people for no reason. He said, here's the food, but don't ever thank me for it because this woman you don't know actually gave it to me to give to you. So, fuck you guys.
But he's nice when he talks about it to Goku.
Only to Goku, not to the people that he's actually giving it to.
It's true.
So who cares?
Yeah, Yajirobe says that the only reason he survived is that Future Corn gave him the last senzu bean when he was close to dying.
And he says, when I think about it, I get so sad. And then he eats like 2 full things. Dude eats so much food. He steals so much food from all those hungry people.
Hey, man.
He's so fat.
You gotta eat. You gotta eat.
He ate at least 3 of those big hams.
He's good.
He ate 2 of them there, and then later on you see him with another ham and he eats it. That's when they're being attacked, or that's when the ground's shaking.
Hey, man, Yajirobe's living the life.
Yeah, dude. This is his dream world. He loves black. He gets all the starving people's food.
Yajirobe is king of the mole people.
Because you know what's really funny? Yajirobe is probably the second strongest person on that planet.
Yep.
Besides, without the villain, obviously. He's the second strongest person, Yajirobe. So, like, if anybody wanted to, challenge him for food, he's going to win.
Yajirobe just strips butt naked and tells him to fight him.
And then he pulls out his sword and stabs them to death,
Oh, man. It was nice seeing Vegeta and Yajirobe together again, though.
Pretty weird.
I was really hoping they'd do something along the lines of,
hey, remember when you cut my tail off, asshole?
And then you get to see Trunks' reaction to that.
Yeah.
Like, wait, we had tails?
What? Right? That's actually really funny. That guy doesn't know shit about Saiyans. Except for this guy that says, let's eat like a Saiyan.
What the hell is
I
that?
hated every part of that, by the way. I'm sorry, but...
Well, they said,
why?
let's eat like a Saiyan, and then they all ate
normally.
Less than normally. Like, they were picking at scraps. Mainly because Yajirobe was hoarding
eating
it all,
everything,
but still.
yeah. I mean, Yajirobe ate like saying good for him. Yeah. He took his advice.
But anyway, later, Future Mai thanks Goku and Vegeta for their help, but Goku reminds her that they still have to defeat Goku Black for there to be true peace.
He should have reminded her that, you know who I am, right? Like, we've met before, surely.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, you know who I am, right? And then he just blasts a hole through her.
God, no.
I'm Goku Black.
No, but like, Mai knows who Goku is.
I don't know. Hey, she took several huge blows to the head, so...
Yeah, that's fair.
She probably has like...
I mean, she has interest in Trunks, who is insufferable. So, yeah, she definitely has some brain damage.
There's some sort of brain damage there. Vegeta announces that he's going to be the one to deal with Goku Black alone, but despite his protests, he engages Goku in a game of rock, paper, scissors, and he wins.
And he says, you think I'd lose to you? You're so protectable, you idiot.
Yeah. Future Trunks asks Vegeta if he can join in the fight, but Vegeta tells him that
I'll do it by myself.
Because he has a girlfriend and the world to look after.
And then Trunks is like, oh, she's just a comrade in arms and we have no interest in each other.
You see, comrade.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're the Red Ribbon Army.
The Red Russian Army.
The Red Robin Army.
Hope we don't have any downloads in Russia. Sorry, guys.
Guaranteed we don't.
Probably not.
They're not allowed to listen to podcasts in Russia.
But he tells them that they have to look after their world, and if anything happens to him and Goku, that him and future Mai can return to the past and live their lives.
Yes.
The three Saiyans fly away, ready to do battle with Goku Black. From there, we cut over to Goku Black.
And he says, oh man, this place is a real shithole. Good thing that I'm cleansing it.
I did like that, though.
Yeah, it says he was like pretty bummed that it looked like shit, even though he caused the shit.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, you know what? The Purge trademark movie, copyrighted as well. It is necessary for us to be good for having the world, and then it'll be void of people that are evil, that are actual humans. And now I can rule it by myself and have nobody else to hang out with except for the other guy who is green.
Yeah, so in the middle of that, Vegeta fires a Ki Blast straight in the air.
And he says, what the fuck was that, man? And then,
Yep.
that should get his attention.
And then we get Goku Black's theme, which is awesome.
Dude, this is one of the best entries. I'm trying to decide between the two. Zamasu's entrance is pretty sick as well.
I liked what they did with his voice in this episode too, with the echo and all that kind
really
of stuff.
godly.
Yeah.
But I'm really torn between the two on which one was better. I'm leaning towards Zamasu actually.
Zamasu's is better in this episode. Sorry.
Going forward, we're not going to tell you what happens.
Goku Black has a better one in a previous episode.
Yes.
When his black eye with the red eyes and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The first time he shows up.
Yeah.
That was better than Zamasu's.
I was talking about solely this episode though. Because we're talking about this episode.
In this episode, Zamasu's is better.
Yeah. But that was still a dope ass entrance. The music makes it, obviously.
Yeah.
And that's all.
Vegeta fires that Ki Blast. Goku Black uses the light to confront them. And he says that he thought he destroyed the time machine. And then Vegeta immediately transforms into Super Saiyan Blue.
He says, I'm Super Saiyan Blue. Good luck.
I did like the threat.
Yeah. It was better
this is Super Saiyan Blue, and I'm going to bury you into the ground with it.
It was better than the Japanese version because he says Super Saiyan Blue, and then he says Vegeta. He says, you'll regret fighting this Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And it's like, yeah, dude, we know you're Vegeta.
I think he said this is Super Saiyan Blue, and it's gonna bury you into the ground
on this one.
Yeah,
which is
so
way
good.
better than saying this is
I'm Super Vegeta.
Yeah, like who gives a shit, man? We know you're Vegeta, and we know you have blue hair.
Yeah,
just say you're gonna bury the dude, which they surely did in the real language. Sorry.
Future Trunks notes Goku Black's unsurprised expression and wonders if Goku Black has seen that form somewhere before, and Vegeta is even like he must have powered up already too.
Yeah, because dude came in like cutting his throat distance.
I love the sound that makes is so much better than instant transmissions.
Oh hell yeah, it's dark.
Yeah.
I mean, Goku couldn't ever have that sound because it's sinister, as some people would say.
What irritates me though is the video games don't have that noise.
Is it instant transmission noise?
Yes,
that's kind of dumb.
It's really dumb.
It's
Uber
just tones
dumb.
lower, right?
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah,
so it doesn't seem hard to do.
I want that to be like a notification sound on my phone.
I mean, you could do that probably.
Probably.
I'll make it for you. With my mouth.
We did it.
And that's going to be your ringtone from now on.
Goku Black applauds Vegeta, telling him that he must have trained well to ascend to such a level. And like you said, he teleports him.
Praising him. He has his chin, like he's lifting his chin with his fingers. Like, geez, man, that's some disrespect.
Yeah, he teleports in front of him without him even reacting. Like you said, Vegeta's surprised. He realizes that Goku Black is far stronger than when he last fought with Goku. And then Vegeta assaults Goku Black, launching him far away. And then he basically just spends the next 30 seconds.
He assaulted him? He committed a crime?
He did.
Good thing there's no police left, am I right?
Well, I mean, there are. Those are resistance fighters.
You think people in the army can arrest you?
Arrest a Saiyan?
Just in general, you?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not cops.
It's the army, though. They can do whatever. Anyway. He's beating the hell out of them.
They're Team America World Police, by the way.
He's beating the hell out of Goku Black, and he seems really unfazed. And I liked how we jumped over to Goku and Trunks, and Goku's like, it's super weird seeing somebody with my exact same face just getting pounded on. Now I know what Vegeta must have felt like when I was fighting copy Vegeta on Planet Potafu.
And then Trunks, being so self-centered without even inquiring about that little tidbit, says, wait, didn't he say, mortals? He's not I mean, does that make him
Is he
Zamasu?
a god? Is he Zamasu?
And then Goku's like,
I don't know.
Maybe you should listen to my stories and then actually humor me sometimes and be like a normal person. I don't care if your entire family's been obliterated by people. I want you to humor me because I'm more important than all these little ingrates.
Vegeta knocks Goku Black into the
Yeah,
ground.
just go into it.
And further assaults. It keeps saying assaults.
Yeah. It's a harsh word.
But Goku Black, unaffected by the attacks, smirks at Vegeta, who suddenly senses something. I'll tell you what, when I watch this in Japanese, that scene always messed with my head because I wasn't sure what it was that Vegeta was jumping back at. I knew he smiled, but it was nice seeing that, he sensed something.
You didn't go back and watch that in the Crunchyroll version, did you?
I've watched it like 20 times in
That's
Crunchyroll.
very clear.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Don't lie to me, and don't ever interrupt me again while I'm talking.
Yeah, sorry, man. I mean, if you just shut the fuck up for a second, I could probably jump in.
No.
Okay, my bad.
I lost where I was.
You said that you had a hard time understanding reading.
Yeah, which is what I'm doing right now. So,
yes.
Goku Black then kicks Vegeta back hard, knocking him to where Goku and Trunks are standing. And then Goku Black compliments Vegeta's ability and says that I'm going to show you something. And he basically says that he earns it.
Yeah. I want to go back just a second where Goku Black's kind of coming out of the pit. I like that animation. That's kind of the animation we were talking about.
That animation was terrible.
I mean, in the essentials of less is more, it's obviously a very worse version of the animation we saw for the movie trailer, but that's kind of like how that style is made, correct?
I don't know.
It's kinda like,
funny that you said that because when I watched the episode, I remember that was the first scene that made me go, "Oh, that wasn't good."
I mean, that version of that style is not good, but it kind of plays in that same like flowy sense.
It was. I know what you're talking about with that, but I just thought it looked ugly.
That's a bad version of it, but that's kind of the same style, correct? I just kind of want to point that out.
I'm not sure, to be completely honest with you.
Okay, well, fuck me then. I just wanted to draw your attention to that. And now we're back to Vegeta getting kicked and surprised.
I mean, do you want to take this part? Because this is your favorite form in the entire series.
You got it, man.
You don't want
No,
this?
I'm pretty discouraged now.
Because I don't know anything about the animation.
Yes.
Okay. Goku Black powers up, and Shemmel does a killer job. And Crimson lights flare through the skies.
And he says, "This is Super Saiyan Crimson."
Yes. Super Saiyan Rose.
The power-up's dope, by the way.
Power-up's dope, and I'm glad they're calling it Rose, like confirmed Rose.
You don't want Rose?
That's what everybody was calling it when it first happened.
Stupid.
Yeah.
It's Rose. Like
Super
wine.
Saiyan Rose, like a fine wine. Goku Black is aged like a fine wine.
Yeah, you're right, man. Sorry.
Goku Black reveals that he's fully mastered Goku's powers and that he's now at a level far above all the Saiyans.
He said, "I ascended beyond a Super Saiyan." Right?
Yeah, he said
it's basically the same concept.
He actually said the words, "I am Super Vegeta."
Oh, good.
It really pisses Vegeta off because
and he's like, "Hey, asshole, I ascended beyond Super Vegeta."
He reminds Goku Black that he's his opponent because once he transforms into Rose, he just spends the next 30, 40 seconds talking to Goku about mastering his power. And he's basically he tells Goku that Rose is a form far above. It's the pinnacle of
Saiyans.
Yeah. And that no mere mortal can attain this type of power.
And if you could, you'd be me. Queer.
And then that's what pisses Vegeta off. He's like, "Hey, I am your opponent." And Goku Black tells him, "No, you were just the
opening act.
You were the opening act."
Now it's time to move on to food analogies.
Yeah. Yeah, Vegeta gets pissed off.
And he's like, no, we're going to fight because I'm strong and you're not. And then he goes in for an attack, and then he misses. And then, Super Saiyan Rose, Black Goku, throws a punch at him. And you know what? Vegeta's not going to take that. He's going to catch that punch.
That was sick.
It was good. And then he says, I'm Super Vegeta, and then he beats the hell out of him.
Except what he really does
is just not really do much.
Yeah, he cocks one really big punch, and when he tries to throw it, Goku Black gives us a nice little smirk and stabs him through the chest with a keyblade.
On the right-hand side of his chest. So it's not directly through his heart.
No.
But it's probably severing all the veins and arteries going to his heart.
Probably.
So he should surely be dead, correct?
At least 2 arteries have been severed, I would think.
So he should surely be dead.
Probably.
But is he?
Yes.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Goodbye.
Yeah, he stabs him through the chest, knocks him down to the ground, and calls him an appetizer.
I mean, he licks his lips later on.
Yeah, he tells Goku now it's time to take care of the main course, and licks his lips, and it's really weird. I didn't like it.
It's oddly sexual.
Yeah.
And
didn't Majin Vegeta do that too?
No.
Lick his lips?
I don't think so.
Someone did.
Somebody did, but I don't think it was that.
I'm trying to remember
I know
what
exactly
it
what
was.
you're talking about, actually, but I can't remember who.
His semi-perfect cell. Gross.
Has a beak.
Yeah. No. That's imperfect cell. Semi-perfect. Second form.
Oh, sorry, my fault. I like the beak one.
I'm just thinking about the Team 4-star stuff now.
Why does that guy's beak go down to his crotch after he turns into second form?
I don't know, but
That's the same thing, but it's on his crotch.
There's a TFS episode where he gets knocked into the ground, and then his crotch starts talking. And it's
is that true?
It's his imperfect voice.
That's hilarious.
It's like, oh, this is an unfortunate turn of events. Then he's like, did you just talk out of your ass?
No, his crotch.
Funny enough, I think it's the episode where Super Vegeta shows up and just beats the hell out of him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So we're back.
We're not talking about crotches anymore.
That's unfortunate because I have no where
I was
to go
like,
with
did
that.
Vegeta get stabbed through the crotch or something? Gross.
No, he got almost shot through the heart, though. I liked how he said, how did you do that?
Yeah.
Even though he's done it before when he was fused.
Yeah.
He knows.
What the hell?
I mean, does it take a certain power level to do such a thing?
He probably just doesn't know how to do it. Because, I mean, in that case...
So Goku knows how to do it.
No.
And he just doesn't do it.
I don't know.
Or is it their minds together know how to do it?
Well, technically, okay, if we're getting into fusion stuff here...
Gogeta knows how to do it.
No, God, I hate Gogeta. Stardust Breaker!
Yeah, it pulls him up from the inside. Get over it.
The fused being is a completely separate being.
Prove it.
No. I'm done. I'm done with you. Trunks wants to go and fight against Goku Black, and Vegeta tells him to go take... Vegeta tells him no. Vegeta's eating dirt right now.
Yeah, he doesn't tell anybody shit except for him eating shit.
Yeah. Goku tells Vegeta to go... God damn it.
Goku tells Trunks, go take care of Vegeta while I fight this guy that looks like me.
I like how serious he was about it, though.
He went all out, as Trunks so explicitly stated for us.
It was worse in Japanese when he did it, though.
That's actually true. That's
And
one
he
of the
even
things
said-
that I'll agree upon.
He even said, this is Goku's Super Saiyan Blue. It's like,
whoa, he can do it too?
oh my God.
It's like, yeah, dude.
It's like, yeah, literally 2 episodes ago, you were picturing it. You saw it in your head.
And he said, we can win. And now you're like, whoa, now he can do it.
Yeah, Goku can do it. And then he runs over to Black and runs over to Vegeta.
You're
who's
having a hard time now.
totally eating dirt. And he's like, hey, they're equal.
And he's like, no, they're not. Now flip me over.
But Goku stands his own against Black for maybe 20 seconds.
What do you think about that animation of them colliding in the air?
I've always liked that.
I do too, and I'm surprised you like it.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. It
'Cause they're
seems like
not-
something you'd complain about.
Because it's just lights and
Yeah.
they're hitting each other.
It does seem like something you'd complain about, though.
I didn't mind it.
I thought it was good.
Yeah. Goku Black knocks Goku to the ground, and Goku's like, "Oh man, he's strong."
And he's like, yeah, now I'm going to kill you. And he starts... You know what really kind of bugs me? He never says Kamehameha. He doesn't say Kamehameha.
He probably would have said "ha" when he shot it.
But he doesn't say Kamehameha.
Goku's done that in the past, though. He shot a Kamehameha just by saying "ha."
Yeah, but I just want to see him do it. Like the first one, I want to see a Kamehameha.
True.
But it would have been more dramatic, I think. Instead of Goku saying a Kamehameha,
Yeah, I didn't like that.
just have him say it. And
Hey.
then Goku just be surprised. Correct?
Yeah.
I think that's a better way to go about it.
Yeah.
Seems like a missed opportunity.
Way to go, Sabbath. You fucked it up.
I mean, that wasn't him. That happened in the Japanese as well.
Yeah, he just powered it up. And
Yeah.
before you had a chance to shoot it,
Zamus.
a beautiful voice comes down from the skies.
And it's our Lord and Savior.
Zamasu. And it's glorious. I'm really liking his voice now.
His voice is great.
Yeah.
And Shemel's getting a hold on the other voice. So I'm having high hopes going forward.
It's going to be fun. Zamasu descends from the clouds.
And he says, I'm God, bow down.
Pretty much.
Sucker.
Yeah, he's like, I thought I'm not going to let you run around and do what you want anymore.
Which is pretty insane considering,
How powerful he is
yeah.
and how weak we know Zamasu is. Unless he's been training too for some reason.
But we are in the future, so it could be a different Zamasu.
Yeah, he's been lifting a ton of weights.
I mean, he could be like 2 times stronger by now. And who's to say? Not me. Because I don't know what happens going forward.
Really? Oh man, we got a lot of episodes to watch before we record this next episode.
Yeah, man. I've been waiting. I just wanted to binge watch them all in like 3 days.
All right, let's plow through this then. So Zamasu comes down from the skies and tells Goku Black that I thought we had an agreement that when the time would come, I would be the one to finish off Goku.
Gross.
And that's the end of the episode. Well, in the meantime, this is also the first time that Vegeta and Trunks have seen.
And they're like, guess who's not Zamasu then, huh?
Yeah. And end of episode.
What do you think of the episode?
I loved it.
I thought it was very, very good.
I still remember watching this one over and over and over when it came out.
If we gave this one a rating back then, I'd be giving it a 10 out of 10, considering the animation we got compared to prior episodes. It'd be a 10 at that point in time.
It sucks though watching it now because we know we
have
could
to
have
give
gotten
lower
better.
ratings. Yeah.
We know we could have gotten better. Could you imagine some of the?
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, considering this last episode,
it's a shame.
Damn
it's a
shame.
real shame. Damn shame. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably give it an 8.5.
I'll go 9.
Yeah,
that's lower than I would have given it at the time. Even.
I'm assuming both of our highs are Rose, or just
dude.
Goku Black in general.
Duh.
And my low, if
actually, I want to be more specific. My high was Shemel. He did a really good job.
Yeah,
and I was pretty surprised.
My low is going to be all the time we wasted on the Resistance.
I like to think of it as plot building. Just kidding. They don't really play any important role going forward.
Or going backward.
Or at any point
or
in
going
time.
sideways.
Any point, really.
Yeah.
It's non-existent, and I just wanted to get fights. This is one of the times where I only want to get... Because I'm all for story building.
Normally you're all about plot.
Yeah. But nobody gives a shit about these guys. Like, they're from the future. If they die, who cares,
Hey,
man?
I want episodes.
Everybody's almost dead anyway. Probably all their loved ones are dead. Just die already.
I want background episode on those kids.
Do you?
Yes.
That sucks, man. I'll be sure to draw that up for you.
You better.
You're going to have a much worse time than if it was an actual episode because I can't draw.
Yeah.
I'll do the voices. You're going to have a bad time.
Oh, we're going to record a fan dub. It's going to be terrible.
Just those two?
Yeah.
Just saying Trunks. That's a spoiler, kind of, but who cares?
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Anyway, this episode's done. I want to talk about the sub, so I
didn't like the sub.
We're gonna get out of here right now.
Yeah.
Ready?
I think so.
Okay, so we'll be back next week.
We'll be back to later today.
No, we'll be back next week to cover episode 57.
And also later today to cover episode 131.
Mm-hmm. But mainly 57.
And also
131.
Yes.
Follow us on Twitter.
YouTube.
Twitter.com/Universe7Pod. Facebook.com/Universe7Pod. Email us at universe7pod@gmail.com and leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or whatever your favorite podcast app is. We
What's
would
your favorite
really,
podcast
really
app?
appreciate it. Pocket Casts.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to get the feedback.
Yeah, Pocket Cast is my favorite. And yeah, check out our Discord server. It's a really fun place to be. The link to that is in the show notes and on our Facebook page. So we'd really appreciate it if you guys would hang out with us. We're lonely boys.
That's true.
And we will be back next week
To discuss
Dragon Ball.
Super.
Have a great week. Stay safe. And until next time.
Adios.
Thank you.